Hello everyone and welcome to mystocksforyou.com. Thank you for visiting. So I wanted to start off by telling everyone that investing is not for everyone. That it doesn't always work out, and although there is great potential to make money, there's also great potential to lose money. Personally, I would never invest money that I can't live without. If I can't live without it, I would never invest it. So I want everyone to know this. Just so they know that I'm not trying to take advantage of anyone. I want everyone to know that there are risks involved with trading, so everyone can be wary of this. But let's move on. As I was developing my website, I was trying to think of an idea of how to really convey how we trade and the different aspects about it, how easy it is. So I figured I'd show you examples of how we trade. And I'm going to run through it pretty quickly, but if you go to the blog section, I'll be posting new videos going into detail as to how we break down our trades. But it's actually pretty easy. So what we do is we try to locate patterns, in particular the downward channel. And basically a channel is are two parallel lines going in a downward direction on the chart, and the stock basically stays within this confined area, bouncing back and forth from a support line and a resistance line. So we try to locate these patterns. At first it may not be easy to notice them, but with time and experience you'll be able to gain the eye. And that's another reason why on my website we provide stocks that are actually setting up, and we provide them for you. It takes away hours of research trying to locate these stocks, and all you have to do is go on the website, and under the stock discussion section they'll be listed, and we'll talk about them, we'll show the pattern, and it's very useful and just great information. So for example, this is BXP, Boston Properties Inc., and I'm using freestockcharts.com for my charting purposes. It's an excellent tool, it's free, and I would recommend people to go use it. But like I said, we try to locate a pattern. And this is BXP, and I noticed a pattern right here. And when I think I notice a pattern, what I usually do is I go to the weekly chart and I try to draw where I think the pattern is. So I use this tool right here, the trend line, and I'll just draw the support line right there. Now to really fine tune it and to really make it accurate, I go down to the daily chart and I'll just fix this just slightly. Let's see, it looks like I go about right there, and I basically line it up with the lows, or like I said, you develop the eye for recognizing basically positions or points within the chart that just stand out, and it just kind of looks obvious as to where the stock is going and the areas at which it's bouncing off of. So this is where I think it should be, and I'll just create a parallel line and go to the top of the channel, and it looks like it could be a little bit different. So let's change this. Just use the resistance line. I like to use the resistance line to find the support line, so let's get rid of that one. And that looks pretty good right there. So I'm gonna create a parallel line, bring it down, and that looks just about perfect. Maybe a little bit lower. There we go. So as you can see, it works out perfectly. The stock is traveling within this area, in between the line of support and the line of resistance. And it bounces off right here, which is the first point. Here's your second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth point. So basically we use these lines to determine where to buy. And we use this tool, the stochastics indicator, to determine when to buy. It basically gives us a time period to buy the stock. And when they line up, when the stock is at the support line and the stochastics indicator is oversold, which is basically below this red line, which is 20. So when these lines are go below the oversold level 20, it's considered to be oversold. So when they line up, that offers the opportunity to buy into the stock. So we go into the weekly, and we look for the weekly stochastics go oversold. We'll mark that with that little tool right there, the rectangle, and it actually overlays to the daily because we want the daily to be oversold as well. And as you can see, they overlay right here, so we'll just tighten up this box to show you exactly where we would want to buy. And this basically gives us the time period as to when we want to buy. And we want to buy it when the weekly is oversold and the daily, which they are. So it basically points out right here. That's when it's telling us to buy. So they're oversold, it's at the support, that's where we'd buy in. And as you can see, it takes a nice bounce off and grows. The buy opportunity was around $100. It reached a low a little bit below 100, so it was around 100, and it actually closed a couple weeks later at 110.51. So that's a 10% gain in a couple of weeks, which is great. If you're a swing trader, this is a perfect setup. Great gain in a short period of time. If you're a lot more of a long-term trader, then that's perfect. You need to hold on to it. You have to understand that you have to allow the stock to roam more. It's going to be going back to an oversold level. It's going to probably pull back some, like it did, before it makes its next move up. But that's all. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in further videos as to what kind of sell plans you should develop depending on what kind of trading you do. But for any kind of trading, no matter what kind of trader you are, short term, a swing trader, a longer term trader, this just works out great. Especially if you want to, you have an idea as to what stock you want to buy. If you're able to locate patterns like this, you will be able to buy it at the ideal buy point and really maximize your profits. So that's my first example. And let's just go over this one real quickly. This is HDB, and as you can see, I located a channel. This one was a little bit more difficult to find, but like I said, over time you'll develop the eye, and we also provide stocks like this setting up. If you are too busy and don't have enough time, we set this up when you register for the membership fee. Register to become a member for the website, within the website. As of right now, though, it's completely free. I'm posting these all the time, so feel free to take advantage of the information I'm giving. But we located the pattern. You can see it bouncing off the support line and resistance line, and we waited for the weekly to go oversold. We marked it, overlaid to the daily, and basically gives us two buy opportunities right here and right here. And that's basically where we buy the stock. And you can see it takes a really nice bounce off the support line and has great growth. I think it's up about 15 to 16% right now in, 4 weeks. So 15% gain in a month. Pretty good deal. And for the last stock, I want to show you something that's starting to set up. And this is VLO. As you look at the weekly stochastics, it's not quite oversold. Next week, I would expect it to go to an oversold level. Watch for, hopefully the daily will probably pull back, but let's see if the stock pulls right back to or stays along the support line. So if it does go oversold in the weekly and the daily goes oversold and it remains at the support line, it would present a great buy opportunity. You also have some nice support from the 200-day moving average as well. But so this is a stock that's coming up. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it works out. Hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what we do and what it's like and how easy it really is.